Hey, welcome back to the vlog. So today I just finished buying an awesome, in my opinion, rare part. It's a little ricer because you're not supposed to be putting an higher end model of the same class, if that makes sense, of the car. Like you can't put an ISF parts into a IS250, right? So I ended up buying the ISF steering wheel, which it's very cool. It's from a 2011 to 2013 ISF. And the only reason why I got a 2011 to 13 is because the bottom of those steering wheels, they are either color matched to the car, to the interior, or they are just simply like a dark royal blue. And it looks so cool. It looks like very exquisite, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm actually around 10-15 minutes from home. We're gonna get there. We're gonna start tearing apart this stock one. The steering wheel is really ugly, really base. And yeah, we're gonna put that steering on. And to be honest, I found it local. It's in good, awesome condition. And I bought it for 200 bucks. So like, the steering wheel retails for like, I think like 1,200, 1,500 on Lexus online, I believe, if I'm not, wrong. And I got it for 200 bucks and it's in awesome, perfect condition. I mean, it's not perfect, my bad. It has a little stuff, but it's an old steering wheel. But it's gonna change the look of the interior massively. So let's do that. And yeah. By the way, somebody DM'd me about a week ago. They basically, I will say he's a younger generation, younger kid. Well, I wouldn't say younger, but anyways, he's younger than me. He basically DMs me. He says, why am I modding this car, right? So I did not respond in an aggressive way. I basically told him I'm accomplishing something I couldn't do, 6-7 years ago when I had my first IS, right? I'm gonna be realistic, we didn't really have much. We're basically struggling, my pop's struggling, and we couldn't really afford a lot of things that, thank God to, this day, we have, right? And so being able to afford these parts and afford the, how to explain, like the vision I had for this car 6-7 years ago, it really truly makes me happy. Like I feel like I'm a kid again, which I love being an adult, but sometimes, I feel like, damn, like I'm accomplishing the things I couldn't have done 6-7 years ago. And it actually hit me really hard the other day because I was like, wow, I sat down and I'm like, damn, this is actually happening, And yeah, so that's why I get very excited when I mod this car. And then on top of that, like finding these parts for cheap, it's like, because you gotta understand, I come from Beamers, and straight up, Beamers are not cheap at all. And just being able to afford these parts is just crazy. It's just like, these are parts back then that you had to pay a couple hundreds to 1,000. And it's like, I'm getting them either for free, like, thanks to my little brother, he gave me these, $3,000 brakes for free, and yeah. So that's just a little story behind, my bad. This is a little story behind, why I got this car, because, I needed a car at the moment. The 86 is at the shop, the Super is still at the shop as well. And I was kind of carless, and I needed something to get around to it. Like I kind of held my ground for like 4 months being carless, but it's just, I'm a very busy person to be carless. So I thought about him like, oh wait, let me go back to my roots where, 6-7 years ago we had an IS250 manual, and we actually, my dad actually purchased that car in 09. But I'm sorry guys, but out of all cars that I've owned, this is gonna be like the best car I've ever owned. Like it's versatile. Like it's luxury to an extent. It's a 6-speed where you have fun, you're engaged with the car. The car doesn't have that much electronics, but at the same time, it's there. You have your navigation. It's amazing on gas. On highway I do around 30 miles per gallon. So, and to be honest, I believe this car has a cracked radiator or a blown head gasket. But either way, the car is still running. So we are in the process of removing the steering wheel. Your first step is gonna be removing the battery. All right, that's gonna be a 10 mil. You're gonna remove the negative, and then we're gonna go inside the car, right? There's gonna be 2 covers right here on the side. You get a flathead, you pry in between the, the cover and the steering wheel. There's one here on the right side. And then you're gonna find yourself with a T30 bit. You're gonna need a T30 bit so you can remove the 2 bolts that are right here, and I believe that's for the airbag. Once you have those 2 out, you're able to remove the airbag itself. All right, so once you remove the once you actually just push back the you pull the airbag to you, there should be 2 yellow lines. You're gonna need a flathead, and you're gonna want to put your flathead in between this yellow piece right here. Pry it up. There you go. Once you pry it up like that, you're just gonna want to pop out, and that's it. Let me see if this works right here. Voila, and voila. That's it. Once you have removed the airbag itself, you're gonna need a screwdriver, and you're gonna want to take these 2 little pieces off, right? Unless the other one has it on, but since I'm just swapping them over, it's just gonna be a Phillips. So it's like this. Once you crack these things open, it should be coming off real quick. Perfect. So you put this on to the side. My bad, I'm out of breath. It's just I'm just trying to run and get these tools. You should just pop right out. Right, once you have removed the steering controls, you're gonna wanna grab your screwdriver and remove the bottom right column. This controls your cruise controls, so there's 2 bolts. Screw, my bad. My bad if you can't really see the angle, it's just my tripod is pretty like big, and it's like it doesn't fit in most places. But yeah, just trying to do this as quick as possible before the night gets here. And voila. So now we're ready to remove the steering column bolt. That's gonna be a 19. I have a 1/2 inch with that, so it should give us pretty good force. Foot-long extension, so let's get to it. So you're gonna wanna hold your steering wheel if you can, or have somebody hold it so that you don't put too much force onto the, God, oh my God, I forgot the center lock mechanism. Let's just call it like that, because you could actually break it. And, well, fuck this. There you go. Broke it loose. Let's keep going, and you should be good. What I learned about the steering wheel is that when the mechanism itself is locked, it's not gonna really like let loose. I just noticed that right now. I don't know why. So kind of bang it a couple times with, like, I don't know, your extension, just lightly. Once it loosen up, you just pull back, and yeah, you should proceed with your next thing. So we have our ISF steering wheel right here. Let's see. I'm actually gonna remove these paddles because I don't really need them, because obviously I'm a manual. Welcome back to the channel. So I actually had to cut the video pretty short yesterday. I was trying to get the whole entire video all in one. But you know how Florida is, you know, the sunset, weather changes quick. I don't care, whatever, but today's a new day. Anyways, I finished installing the steering wheel. I actually took the car for a drive yesterday with the steering wheel nut off so that I could kind of align the wheel straight as possible. And guys, the steering wheel feels amazing. I did not know, and I actually felt it. So the ISF steering wheels, they come weighted from the factory, right? And it's only on the ISFs. So it's like, it just feels weighted, you know? And the perforated leather, it feels amazing as well. The colored blue where the F symbol is at in the bottom, it's perfect. It's subtle. It's not too much. It gave the whole interior color for some reason. So obviously because the whole car is black, you know, the interior. But for $200, I'm pleased for sure. Look at it. So you guys can see. Oops, 1 second. There you go. Looks pretty sick. OEM plus to its finest. Now I'm gonna see if I can get some seats, and my interior should be done. Oh, actually no, cap, I'm not doing just that. I'm doing like the whole ISF Navi. I don't know what color I want to do those. Most likely I'll just respray them the same color, just so I could give it that, you know, new look, if anything. And then I'm gonna get that new shifter trim area as well. But yeah, the interior is coming in pretty well. So I'm actually on my way, not on my way, but I'm actually gonna go to the junkyard because I need to pick up an amp for this car. I haven't had any music since I bought the car for some reason. I believe the amp got wet. I'm just gonna go to the junkyard real quick. It takes literally like 2 minutes to remove the amp from the rear. And that should be it for today. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tune in for the next video.